Alright, now we're starting again. 3.
The worker, she worth it. Go girl, go girl, go girl, ambition. Go girl, go girl, go girl, go girl, go girl.
Hey guys, it's Tarika Monique. Welcome back to my channel. Thank you for tuning into this video. Today is another installment of T's Thoughts, but today I have a special guest. I have Kayla, who is...
I get camera shy.
No, you don't.
Can't do this. I gotta do it again.
No, come on. The person who be taking random selfies all the time. Come on.
Okay, hey guys, what's up? My name is Kayla. I am the little sister of Tarika. I am 19 years old, and yeah.
So, today I'm bringing this video because we have a serious discussion or a topic that we really want to discuss as it's very close to our hearts. Well, more her, she's more the expert. I just witnessed through an observer's eyes. But we just wanted to come today to talk about supporting Black-owned businesses. So, as everybody knows, Black-owned businesses is pretty much a business owned by a person of color, aka African American, Black, whatever technical term you want to put it, is owned by a Black person. Nowadays, especially as we are now in the year 2019, everybody is going from a typical 9-to-5 job to opening their own businesses and becoming entrepreneurs. I don't want to say it's a trend, even though it seems like it's a trend, but you just have a lot of people out here following their passions and are actually making a name for themselves out here. However, there's an issue with that. As much as we see so many successful Black people in the entrepreneurship world, there's not a lot of support. And yes, social media may say like, oh, they have this many followers and they have this many pictures of different clients, but honestly, it's a whole different backstory than what you see on social media or like on advertisement. You want to talk more into that, Kayla?
Okay, so I personally will have to disagree with Tarika and will say that entrepreneurship in certain aspects is becoming more so a trend. Not that it's a bad thing, but yes, I do agree that people are shying away from the popular 9-to-5 and are trying to build and start up businesses of their own. You have hairstylists, which is something that's always been in the game. Makeup artists, which I believe is something that's just now becoming more popularized. And there you have it. Of course, people have been getting their makeup done for decades, but not to the extent that I believe there is today. And it's 2019. Hair and makeup runs the world, basically.
Like,
period. And with that being said, I just feel like within the Black community, within itself, there is a huge lack of support. You often hear people complaining about Black people charging too much, Black people being unprofessional, which in some cases is very true, but that's with any business. You can go to a white-owned business, a Chinese-owned business, any race or ethnicity, and you can experience unprofessionalism. So that's not just limited to the African American culture. I feel like that's just a stereotype that's automatically thrown against us.
or like to go about the charging too much, like you said, my favorite thing that I hear all the time is, I'm supporting their business, why can't I get a discount?
Don't get me started on that. I have a lot to say about that. Okay, so I am so passionate about this topic itself because I am a upcoming makeup artist and wig technician. I am currently trying to get my brand off the ground. It is called K-Press. That's the name my sister came up with. And it's hard. It's very, very hard, especially when there's so many great people already in the game. But with the discounts, it's like family and friends feel so entitled to free services or discounted services. And that's something I frown upon 110%. Me, as the makeup artist, hairstylist, whatever it is that I am, should be the person insinuating the discount or the free service. I should initiate it. You should never assume that a family member or friend will give you anything, any service, any product for free, because I think that's very non-supportive. If you want to help me grow this brand and you want to watch me build it off the ground, support consists of paying full prices for my service, because I have to make my money too. You know what I'm saying? So, I don't know. I'm at a loss for words. I'm just...
It's just, my thing, like how you said, it's like, this is like one of the many issues when it comes to the black community supporting their own businesses. It's like, you want to support them, but you want handouts at the same time. Like, that doesn't go hand in hand. You can't try to sit here and support your own people's businesses, but expect them to get a handout. That's like you going to Nike and be like, oh, because I'm supporting your business, you should give me 50% off.
Right.
Nike's not going to do that.
Yeah, as far as discounts go, sorry, my knee itch. Asking a friend or family member for a discount, I think this is huge. No, don't do it. Like, it just shows so much lack of support. Simply because, this is what I want to touch upon. I feel like that's a common practice that occurs so much within the black community and with black customers, because I personally feel like, as a black person, I would never, and I feel like a lot of people would never go to a white establishment and ask for a discount, you know, because you already know what it is. This is their set price, and this is the price you're going to pay. Mm-hmm. So it's like, don't try to do a runaround with your own people. It's like, I feel like our generation loves putting so much money into other ethnicities' business, which is nothing wrong with that, but love to downgrade black-owned businesses so much, but then complain that we can never come up in the world. But if we're not going to support each other, how do we ever expect to rise above? You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. I'm not saying let's go all anti-white, anti-any other ethnicities and not support, because everybody has to make their coin somehow. But don't go anti-black. You know what I'm saying? I'm pro-black with everything. Social media is huge in this day and age. Mm-hmm. That is our biggest platform. So when I see somebody trying to sell a $20 t-shirt, a $5 lip gloss, I'm on it, because I would spend that same money at another establishment. People are paying $20 for MAC lip gloss, $20 for Jaclyn Hill palettes and stuff like that.
Not even 20, 30.
30, 40, just for these name brands, and you refuse to support your own business, but then you turn around and be like, dang, I want to start something, you know what I'm saying, and expect everybody to support you. Mm-hmm. It don't work like that. In order to get support, you have to be supportive. So, and allow me to support you in a way where I can offer you a discount, a free service, by being a loyal customer, friend, family, or stranger, you know what I'm saying? It just comes with loyalty, honestly. Mm-hmm. If you are somebody who's consistently coming back to me, back to back, and then on top of that, you're referring people to me. Oh, how did you hear about me? Such and such told me about you. That shows loyalty. That shows you love my work. You just love how I operate, and that you're very supportive of my brand. That would be like, you know what? 50% off. Oh, you know what? It's your birthday. It's on the house. You know what I'm saying? And there's a difference between a customer and a client as well. Mm-hmm. The difference. A customer is somebody who books you for a one-time thing.
Or like once a year, every so often.
Or last minute as a last resort. Mm-hmm. A client is someone who's going to consistently come back to you no matter the occasion, anything. If you have an opening, they're booking with you because they're your loyal client. You're the only person's chair they would like to sit in. Mm-hmm. And that there shows a lot of gratitude, because another thing is people like to
bounce around.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And don't get me wrong, nothing wrong with it, especially with certain things. You want to see if this person does hair better, this person does nails better, and weigh your options. But you get a little messy too, because a lot of people in this day and age don't even like to work on top of other people's work. I done seen a lot of people who, like, for example, do nails. If you come to a nail artist and your nails are already done and you need a fill in, they will tell you, oh, I don't work on top of other people's work. Eyelash tech, oh, I don't do fill-ins over others people's work.
Or like if you got a sew-in, you need to get it re-sewn in. They're like, okay, but it's an extra fee because now I have to take it down and it's not my work.
Yeah. So it's like, just stay consistent, just stay loyal, you know. Take the time to search and find who's good for you and just stick. But make sure. What's the next thing you want to get into?
Another thing I want to get into as far as black business that I've seen is like, what was it? I just had it on the top of my head. I really also don't like, and this kind of goes with what we were just saying about like supporting one another. Like, overall it's going to come to supporting, but like one thing that I don't like is like when somebody's trying to start their business and they ask you to support them, but yet when you have stuff come up and you ask that same person who asked you for support doesn't want to show that same support back. So it's kind of like what we were just going through is like the customer versus the client, but it's like we can't support each other if it's only one way. Like, support has to be reciprocated.
Right.
Like, in order for, like, if you ask me to support you, I'm going to support you 110% because I want you to succeed. Like, oh, excuse me. There's so many people who I'm cool with that, like, even though sometimes I can't support them as far as, like, monetary ways, like, maybe right now I cannot, like, buy your products, but I'm going to make sure I like every post. I'm going to make sure if somebody, like, if I overhear a conversation about, like, oh, well, I've been looking into this, but I don't know who to go to, I'm going to refer you. Like, I'm going to refer them to you. Like, I'm going to do word of mouth, like, maybe, and then when I can't get it, I'm going to give you, like, some, like, say if you're selling shirts. If it's reasonable at the time for my budget, I'm going to buy a shirt and stuff like that. Because my goal is, for 2019, was I want to support more black-owned business now that they're up and rising. And especially because, like, that's my people. But it's like, when I have things going on in my life, and I ask you to come support, but you don't support, but then now you want to turn around and ask me, like, hey, I'm thinking about doing this, or I'm thinking about starting this business, would you support? Now I'm sitting here like, why would I support you, but when I asked for you to support me, you was nowhere to be found? Like, where was you at? You wasn't with me shooting in the gym.
Period. You wasn't in me shooting no buckets, buddy.
So yeah, that's like just one thing I really don't, like, I've noticed a lot in, like, supporting, when it comes to supporting black-owned businesses, and it just makes me mad because it's like, in order for us to succeed together, we have to support each other as well. You can't just be like, oh, this person supported me and I'm not going to show it back.
I like that. In order to succeed together, we must support each other as well. We must work together. I mean, it's honestly saddens me that we really bring each other down so much. People be like, everybody wants to be a rapper. Everybody wants to be a makeup artist. But at the same time, that's like saying everybody wants to work at McDonald's. Everybody wants to be a doctor. What I'm seeing is there's something for everybody in this. You have to do something with your life. People's biggest thing is school isn't for everybody. Okay, so if I'm not in school, I have to work a job, of course. But what's wrong with me wanting to do something outside of work to bring in the extra little money? Don't people work 2 jobs for some extra income? That's the same thing. I mean, it may not be what you're into, but don't knock my hustle for it. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be a makeup artist. But I mean, I look at it like this. If it's something I'm passionate about and I'm good at it, why would I not try to make money from it? You know what I'm saying? That's like if Beyonce was to be like, no, I'm not. I ain't gonna try to be no artist because everybody want to be a singer. Then there would be no Beyonce. There would be no Lemonade. Without Beyonce, there'd be no Jay-Z. Without Jay-Z, there'd be no Blue Ivy. Without no Blue Ivy, there'd be no
Twins or whatever.
There'd be no Beehive. There'd be nothing. It's like, don't knock my hustle. I'm doing something. And then y'all so hypocritical because someone wants to do something with their life and y'all want to just critique them to no return. But then you have somebody who is a slob, lazy, procrastinator, they don't want to do nothing with their life, and they get the same like backlash. It's like you can't win.
Hi, Dad. Sorry, our dad came in through the door.
So I mean, it goes either way. What do you want to discuss next?
No, I just want to go back to what you were saying. So, like, here's my thing with this whole thing. Like you said, people are passionate about this. Like, it's like people always tell you growing up, like, do what you love. Don't just work just to work, because you're not going to like it. If you do a job just to do a job, you're not going to like it. Like, work somewhere or get it or do something that you're going to love, because then 9 times out of 10 you're going to stick with it.
Right.
So 9 times out of 10, most of these entrepreneurs that you see in the black owned businesses, that's their passion, that's what they believe in, that's their heart, body, and soul. So for you not to support that person's passion is, first off, downright wrong. And second of all, now you hurting that person as an entrepreneur, because now they're like, dang, nobody supports my vision. Nobody's trying to see what I do. So now they doubting themselves and be like, well, should I even keep going with this business? Because sorry bad enough that most entrepreneurs nowadays are fighting to even keep their businesses open, or to like to just build clientele and all that stuff. Because it's like so competitive, and like, again, with that support and lack therefore of sometimes, it's like, I don't know, it's like a never-ending battle that entrepreneurs that I notice have to go through. So it's like, if you notice that person has a passion for it, even if you're not going to probably stick with that person because there's so many options depending on like what category they're in, at least give them a try, because you never know.
This is what I got to say about that. To piggyback off what she's saying, I'm going to kind of divert. So, okay, support. That was one of the biggest things, and something I still struggle with as a upcoming entrepreneur is support. I mean, it's really hard to get people to support you. I have a showcase coming up in a week. I needed to sell just 20 tickets. I'm thinking, cool, great, 20 tickets? I got this in a bag. I cannot tell you how hard it was to sell 20 tickets. I thought I had 20 people backing me. Wrong. And that messed with me for so long. Like, I was so like annoyed and hurt, because I'm like the type of person I am. If it's something you want to do with your life, I'm gonna support you, I'm gonna motivate you, I'm gonna be your biggest cheerleader, I'm gonna push you to get to that goal. Even if I can't help you financially, I'm gonna do anything I can to help you if I care about you. And it's not hard. I'm on social media all day, promise you. I'm not at school, I'm not at work, I'm on my phone. How hard is it gonna be for me to just post you, promote you, get your business out there, just little stuff like that? But see, the same attitude I have about that now, I had learned just from the hurt that I felt from not being supported, was that you can't even be upset with the people who don't support you. All you can do is be appreciative for the people who do support you, and just keep going hard. Because I had to sit down and think to myself, how is their lack of support affecting me? And I thought, and I came to the conclusion that it's not, because it's not affecting me financially. I'm not making money because you're not supporting me, but I'm not losing any money either. I think it affects an entrepreneur the most emotionally. But in the business industry, that's just something you just have to get over regardless, because your feelings are going to be hurt a lot. You are going to be very frustrated. And it's just a lot of emotion that go into trying to be an entrepreneurship. If you don't have the patience for it or the skin for it, then trying to build up your own business is not for you.
And I can attest to that, because I mentioned in one of my other videos, I am an active Herbalife distributor. I'm not gonna lie, I still love the product. Like, I still use it to this day. It's just when I try to have my own business and help others, because I have a passion for fitness now and how that's helped my life. When I try to help other people because they seen the passion I had, and then just talking to them, it was hard trying to get clients. And I would have people interested, but it was hard keeping them. So for me, it was like, it's cool. Entrepreneurship is like great, and I support and acknowledge all of you that do it. But I know personally for myself, it made me realize that entrepreneurship is not for me. and I'm just being real with myself. Right. Like she said, it's not for, just like how school's not for everybody. You can do a trade or something else. But for me, like, entrepreneurship is not for me. Like, I can support you. It's kind of sort of like she said, I helped her with her business. I'm the one that came up with her name. So technically, I'm a co-founder. She's the CEO. I'm the co-founder. And I didn't mean to, but she's my sister. I'm going to support her regardless. And especially because, like, I've seen the growth that she had and building her business, and like with this showcase coming up, like this is a big thing. So it's like just seeing the growth. I'm going to keep investing my time, effort, and money if I need to into growing her business, because I see the passion she has. I've seen the growth. Like 9 times out of 10, most of the time you see me, whether it's my face, I mean, I do my old face from time to time, but most of the time I'm lazy. I'm going to be honest. So most of the time, if you see my face done or my hair done, or if I'm wearing a wig, it's because of her.
Period. So follow me on Instagram at K. That is KAY dot VMUA for all your beauty needs. Lady, I do makeup, I do lashes, I do brows, and yes, I do wigs. This is one of my very own. You know, let's get into this bang. But everything she said, I definitely agree with. That's all you need is that one person to believe in you, honestly. And I could just speak from a first person's experience. It does hurt when you don't have a team behind you, rooting you on and supporting you, especially the ones that's close to you, friends, family, all of that. But you really just need that one person to believe in you. And that's just enough, because it's that fallback person. You know, when you start to have those doubts that a lot of entrepreneurs have, like, okay, maybe this is not for me. I can't do this anymore, which something I get a lot. Kid you not. I don't have patience.
She does
That
not.
is my biggest downfall, is that I don't have patience with people. I don't have patience with myself. I barely have patience with her. So it's like,
I'm her piece. I'm the one that keeps her sane.
yeah, like I drive myself crazy, like, and she like, Kayla, it's okay, calm down, walk away, take a break, and that's what you need to do.
Shut up and sit down.
Yeah. And honestly, like, a lot of entrepreneurs expect their business to grow within a year. That is so far-fetched, because you have to make a plan, you have to draw it out, and then you have to execute it. But then in between there's so many valleys that you're going to experience. Mm-hmm. I'm not saying it's impossible, but to think your business is just going to boom after 1 year is very unrealistic. You just have to take the steps, the necessary steps it takes to get there.
Can I kind of intervene with that?
Yeah.
To go on what she says, like, she makes a very good point, because one thing that I notice as well is that most people base their success off of what they see on social media and other people's businesses. True. So like she said, your businesses may not pop off in a year, but you're like, well, this person started their junior in high school, and now they're a senior, and now they booming, bad and bougie and all this other stuff. Why can't I be like that? But it's like, for some people, their business is gonna boom like that because that's just the path that has been set for them. Your path may be completely different. So for you, it may not take you a year. It might take you 2, 4, maybe 5. Who knows? It just depends on how hard you put into your business and the dedication that you have. And that's another thing. Life gets in the way. It is okay. So say like your business is booming 1 minute, and then a second later it's like, dang, I just had 50 clients in a month and now I don't got none. It's okay. Just keep pushing.
Right.
Life happens. Life is not always easy. We're not perfect. Sometimes Mother Nature is going to be like, Mother Nature and life going to come together and be like, yeah, we about to plot on her. We about to plot on him. Boom. It's okay, because now that's your time to make a comeback. Like, you can bring me down now, but I'm about to come back even 10 times better.
Right. So it's like, in a business, when you see a lot of good things happening and then they stop, try to go back and think, what were you doing then in that moment that was making the money come in, the clients come in? Just like revamp, you know what I'm saying? It's okay to switch things up, change stuff around, come back to the idea and reinvent the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Because a long time ago in church, I learned that doing the same things and expecting different results
is insanity.
Is the definition of insanity. Mm-hmm. So why drive yourself insane when you see a clear downfall in your business and you're just going to keep doing the same things over and over again? The results are never going to change. So just revamp. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. It's just like changing your room around. You know, when the feng shui, is that the word?
Yep, feng shui
isn't the same anymore. You get to move and stuff and all that good stuff. So it's the same with any business. Just don't overthink. I feel like being a business owner is very complicated. Mm-hmm. Definitely, but I feel like it could be a lot less complicated than people make it. Just because people overthink, people rush the process. Definitely people rush the process, me including myself. Like, set a timeline for yourself. Be realistic with that timeline. But kind of set a timeline of where you would like to see yourself within 6 months, within a year, 3 years, and like 5 years. But don't just set the timeline, close the book, and leave it idle. You have to take the necessary steps to get there. You have to take action. That's like a prayer without any action is dead. You know what I'm saying?
That was a good one.
Yeah, wasn't it good?
That was real good.
Dang, that was good. Now let's sidetrack a little bit.
Okay, where are you trying to sidetrack you?
We focus a lot of this on advice to entrepreneurs and a lot about lack of support within black businesses. Mm-hmm. I would like to touch base and speak to these black business owners, okay? We complain so much about lack of support and this, that, and the third, where yes, I will agree that not all and not necessarily the majority, but some black business owners are very unprofessional, especially the young and upcoming ones. Mm-hmm. Take your business seriously as if it was your 9 to 5. You ran your business the way you worked your 9 to 5. No. Yes, you would be fired. Because, for example, a lot of business owners like to have late fees. If you're 15 minutes late, it's a $10 charge taxed onto the service and so forth. Well, what about you as the owner? What if you 15 minutes late? Do the customer get $15 off the service? Like, you know what I'm saying? You can't have it both ways. Like, you got to get some type of compensation because a lot of times owners are late. Or they like to do stuff like, hey, can we push your appointment back to such and such time? I still got a client in my chair. That's not my problem. You told me I'm booked for 6 o'clock. At 6 o'clock, I would like to be sitting in your chair. I hate when business owners double book. You tell me to come at 6, you tell her to come at 6:30, but you know it takes 2 hours to do this service. And now you upset because I walk out. I don't want the service anymore. I expect to be sitting in a chair when I walk in. Of course, not immediately. If you're finishing somebody up, that's reasonable. But I shouldn't be waiting no more than 30 minutes. And barely that. If you told me I could come at my appointment at 6, don't double book. If you know it takes you an hour and a half to do a service, give yourself a 2-hour time slot. You know what I'm saying? Like, just don't expect clientele to be booming if your professionalism is so low. Like, it's not even good. It's just common sense. Would you keep going back to a business that's, dirty or just unprofessional and considerate of your time? All that stuff. And especially if you're getting paid for it, let people get their money's worth. This stuff don't be cheap. Like, man, you want your money's worth. You go tripping in a grocery store when you see that something's supposed to be on sale and it ring up as the normal sale price and you go berserk. How you think they feel? They pay you $75. You come 20 minutes late and they still got to pay you the whole $75. Run me that discount, sis. Period. I'm not an established business owner, but I will be. and I will be very soon. So I would just like to give a little bit of advice, just what I've experienced personally, to anybody who's even thinking about becoming an entrepreneur. Do it. Like, that's number one. If it's a thought in your mind that you can do something, do it. I mean, 'cause it doesn't hurt to try. You can try and it may not go anywhere, and you can say you tried, or you can attempt to do it and it could take you very far. You'll look back like, wow, I didn't expect this to even lift off the way it did. And I'm just saying that personally because for a long time, when I first started making wigs and I started doing my own makeup, I'm like, I'm good at this. Like, I could do this for real. But I didn't want to because everybody was saying, oh, everybody wants to be a makeup artist. So I didn't feel original. Or I felt like I wasn't going to get any clientele because there's so many big names out there who booking everybody. But then you also have to think, for example, for makeup artists, one makeup artist can't do everybody's face in one day.
Especially when it comes to wedding season, prom season.
Exactly. So there's room for you in there. And once you build a name for yourself and build your brand, and if you're good at what you do, the clientele will come in slowly but surely. To stay consistent and persistent, definitely. You can't be on the road for a month straight, drop off the face of the earth for 3 months, and then try to make a comeback. I mean, it depends on how you're going about it. If you disappear for 3 months, you just better be rethinking, revamping, revising to come back harder than ever. What did Drake say? I'm back and I'm better.
Hey.
Period. But But no, seriously, stay consistent. I mean, social media is our biggest platform right now. Post at least once a day. Let people know what you do. Do not let them forget that you do hair, makeup, that you rap, that you make dinners, that you make clothes. Like, don't let them forget. There's people I see on my timeline, they post every day, but I know who they are and I know what they do. Invest in yourself. Before you make money, you gotta spend money. You can't expect money to just fall out the sky into your lap. Man, as much as it has hurt your pockets, it'll benefit you in the long run. You can't start up a business without no supplies, right? So you gotta invest in yourself. And then lastly, just believe in yourself, regardless of who and who doesn't believe in you, because unless they invested into your business financially, their support or lack of support should not and will not affect your business. It will only affect it if you let it. If you decide to be down and pouting because somebody ain't supporting you, you are letting that affect your business. You know what I'm saying? Because, and then a lot of times this is what happens. Nobody wants to be down for the ride while you down and out and just upcoming. And then the moment you make it big, you see everybody rushing in like little ants. And it's like, well, dang, where the hell was you at last week, bro, when I needed you? So it's like, just believe in yourself and just you can do it. You could do it. Because if I could do it, you could do it.
Anything you can do, I can do better.
Period.
I can do anything better. Well, no, we supposed to support each other, not one up each other.